Welcome to the next part of our journey to a world where gardens and green spaces are inclusive and are ready to face the challenges of climate change. In this video, we learn how to deal with these challenges. But first, let's take a look at what climate change has done to Giardino's beautiful garden. All the plants have withered or died from too much rain. There is almost no life left, and the soil is far too dry and hard, so there is no life to be found here either. This summer there is no water left for Giardino to water the garden with. The fence has been destroyed by storms, and because there are no more leaves on the trees, there is no more natural shade. If Giardino wants to have a beautiful garden again, he needs to make a plan for how to cope with all the new challenges. And this way of dealing with the challenges is called climate adaptation. But what exactly is climate adaptation, and how do we implement it in gardening and landscaping? Let's take a look at Giardino's garden and see how to adapt it to climate change. The aim of climate adaptation. The aim of climate adaptation is to reduce the vulnerability of societies and ecosystems to these changes, and to strengthen their ability to cope with the altered conditions. It is therefore about adapting gardens and green spaces to the new climatic conditions, and this can be done in various ways. Infrastructure. Buildings, roads, bridges, etc. should be constructed in such a way that they can withstand extreme weather conditions. In parks and gardens, make sure that garden sheds, pavilions and bridges are stable enough to withstand storms, hail or heavy rainfall. For Giardino's fence, this means anchoring it much better in the ground. Giardino pours concrete foundations for this, for example. Water management. Consider how to design a garden that uses as little water as possible and stores as much water as possible. Soils that store a particularly large amount of water, or plants that provide as much shade as possible to avoid evaporation, come into question here. So Giardino plants a lot of trees and bushes right by their sides. The trees protect the bushes with their shade, and the bushes protect the soil with their shade, so that water stays in the soil. Oh, and to ensure that as little water as possible is lost when it rains, Giardino also installs some rain barrels to store water. He can then use this water to water the plants later if it is too dry. A healthy soil. Healthy soil is better able to absorb and store water. Measures such as the application of mulch or the incorporation of soil conditioners can increase the water storage capacity of the soil. It also helps if the soil provides good living conditions for animals and microorganisms, as these loosen the soil, which also makes it better able to absorb and store water. Finding the right plants. It's not always easy to find the right plants that can withstand climate change, but there are a few simple rules. Look for heat and drought-resistant plant species, as well as those that can handle heavy rainfall. Native plant species are often better adapted to local conditions. Here, additional care should be taken to ensure that trees can withstand storms, and that other plants are deep and firmly rooted. Giardino plants lavender and sage, for example. Both plants withstand rain very well, but can also cope with dry periods. While designing a garden or park to withstand climate change isn't easy, 4 key planning steps help get the job done. First, think about a solid infrastructure. Second, make sure that the garden or park requires little water and retains a lot of it. Third, healthy soil is half the battle. Fourth, choosing the right plants that are as robust as possible will help the garden or park help itself. When we look at what Giardino's garden looks like now, Giardino can be proud of himself. Life is back, the plants are thriving, and the garden is finally ready for Giardino to invite his friends and family over again.